what are the most common pass leads people use? So Big 41 wants to know about pass leads and is trying to see what's the best way to get it done.
Yeah, I would say, we'll examine it here. We'll just call this play quick. But I would say the number one pass lead I see the most is like a down pass lead. Like I see down pass leads like on the big boy rides.
Yeah.
I like to call them. Like Z spots, posts. Those are the ones I see the biggest that like affect the game the most.
Right.
But then like in the red zone, you're gonna see high points with like so. There's a lot of different areas of the field, different ways you want to use.
Let me give you my 3 favorites.
Okay.
I'll give you.
Any defense
I'll give you a bonus one. Give me like a cover 1, but then take the guy away, just so we can like see. So what I like are as follows. Pass leads. I'm gonna go to RB across the middle here. That's a touch pass. That's a double tap the RB button, and it just puts a little bit more air under the throw. If you throw like a pure bullet there, you feel like you might not get the accuracy you need. I used to think those touch passes were good in the seam, like to A, but like that's not really where I would throw it. But sometimes I'll like throw it to X like a touch pass. Like that's a touch pass rather than just a lob, because a lob you might get an inaccurate pass.
Gotcha. So you're trying to minimize your risk.
Yeah, anytime I double tap, I feel like I get a pretty accurate throw.
Okay.
So that's why I double tap. Whereas if I pass lead and then press X, like I can potentially get an overthrow. I caught it there.
Okay, I get you.
Let's see what else I like. I like low throw.
Low throw's good.
Low throw can be good. Maybe on like a slant style route or a curl or just somewhere where I can kind of like protect the throw. You guys have seen it in the Brain Trust with the single back ace posts, that throw. You click on with the low throw and you kind of get a nice animation and get a little speed. So I enjoy that. As far as like the left stick goes, you want, let's see if we can hit an A route here, like down and in right there and then cut it off and like cut back to the ball. We have a better route to show you that, but that's one. And then once I get down in the red zone, as you all know, I like to do the LB high point pass, and I feel like that gives you the best chance to catch the rock up top in the red zone. And while you do sacrifice some accuracy, I feel like for the most part, say we put Crabtree on a fade, he's not going to win against Sherman, but you can potentially hit that A route. We've shown you our favorite red zone plays multiple times. The slants to the tight end to go up and get the high points. We didn't get it on that type of slant, but if it's already a post that's built in, you can get it. Let's see if we have. I don't think we have anything here that will get us what we need. But I mean, a high point. There's a under pressure throw. We'll run one more high point pass. You got any favorite pass leads you like?
Yeah, I mean it's a lot of the stuff we've covered previously. I mean I look at route specific, like you're doing a good job showing like different routes there.
Yeah.
So like I would say, look at it this way: for drags, you're saying the double tap. For like a deep ball throw, again the double tap like throw. I think any post should be, depending on if it's on whatever side of the field it is. Your throw should always be towards the middle of the field and like down. So let's say you're throwing a post on the left side of the field. You would throw the rock at about a 5 o'clock pass lead. And then you click on and make a play. If you're throwing it on the right side of the field, you're going to throw about a 7 o'clock pass lead.
I would say the biggest tip about high point passing is do not touch the left stick. Do not touch the left stick on a high point. If you do, you will overthrow the ball and sail it. I've done it multiple times. So you might think like, man, I really want to, like that was pass lead with it. You don't want to do that. We will get to the Z spot. Somebody else hit us up about that specifically, but those are some of the good options that you have. If you guys didn't play Madden 16 a lot, I would say use the skills trainer to go through the quarterback drills again in 17, because most people who played 16 carried over that knowledge into 17 and like have a lot of pass, because there was a lot of new stuff added last year, so you got to take it, take that knowledge into 17.
Yep.
Cool. Let's go.
It's a good question. There's a lot a lot to dive into there, like pass leads, because there really are
learn the buttons.
Like
true.
certain routes require certain pass leads to be great, and that could be like if you look at the fail point, like if you were to like analyze and say like, well, like someone's like, oh, well, you tell me that Z spot's the great play, and I try and throw the post and I never complete it. I feel like a breaking point and a fail point for that could be like your pass lead could be way off.
Right.
And if your pass lead's off, you're not going to have success.
Off.
Like same thing with like the motion out corners. Like it's a really great way to attack the sideline, but what's the fail point on every time you try and run it? The motion. The motion prevents you from actually having success with it. So it's like these routes, these plays we give you, they could be successful, but if you have your pass leads wrong, you might not have the same success that you're seeing a lot of other people have with it.
Indeed. And that's critical. If you ever see a route, that's a good point, Gibbs. Like, if you ever see a route that you're like, man, this guy runs that all the time, I run it, it's terrible.
Right.
It's something super simple, like a pass lead or
it's pass lead, timing, the
coverage,
motion. Like there's failure points along the way that you probably can't identify they're typically like the failure points are very small, like subtle things that you're not doing that your opponent is doing. Like I guarantee there's somebody in the chat that saw this play that everyone ran last year, the little wheel in the slot, and they saw it and they said, how come everybody runs that play and has success, but then I run it and I can never complete it? Well, the failure point is you weren't using high point pass probably.
Right.
And if you don't have that knowledge, if no one gives you that knowledge or informs you about it, you're probably not going to stumble upon it yourself. So that's what a show like this is for.